I was like, oh, okay. If you want to see results, you have to Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we are talking about weight loss. So I lost 20 pounds in 2 months and I learned a lot. I tried a bunch of methods for fat loss and I figured out what made a difference and transformed my body and what was a waste of time and got no results. And I have a lot of tips, so strap in, we are going fast. Number 1, say it with me, you can't spot reduce fat. You can't do it, wish you could. But you can't. If you want to lose 10 pounds in your belly and keep your booty, trust me, it's not gonna happen the way you think it is. I learned the hard way. Unless your butt is mostly muscle from deadlifting or amazing genetics, you're gonna lose some junk in the trunk. Fat in your chest, your butt, your thighs, your stomach is all going to reduce together. You can't pick a spot and only lose fat in that spot. Wouldn't that be nice? I know, it sucks. Your stomach is looking at your butt like, if I'm going down, I am taking you with me. Nobody told me. When I lost 20 pounds, I lost like an entire bra cup. Gone. Poof. Officially part of the itty bitty community. Number 2, I can't speak for everyone, but for me, the stairmaster was the most effective and efficient machine for fat loss. I'll burn over 800 calories in an hour versus like 500 to 600 calories an hour on a treadmill or 400 to 500 calories an hour on an elliptical. The stairmaster does not come to play. I will be drenched in sweat after like 10 minutes. Also, I don't love running. It feels like moving too much. Does that make sense? But with the stairmaster, I just feel like I'm walking. You know, it's one step at a time. Up Mount Kilimanjaro in 90-degree weather. Number 3, let's talk about HIITs, the bane of my existence. It's the opposite of walking. HIIT stands for help it totally sucks. Okay, no, it stands for high intensity interval training, but same thing. It totally sucks. It basically entails doing very intense movements over a short amount of time, getting your heart rate up to 70, 80% or even maximum, and then stopping for a few seconds and then doing it all over again. Even though I have a personal hatred for it, it is very efficient because your metabolism and your heart rate increase so much, you're actually left burning calories after your workout later that day for the rest of the night. Versus in non-HIIT workouts, you will burn most of the calories within the workout. It might look like sprinting on a treadmill for 60 seconds and then resting for 10, and sprinting again for a minute and a half and resting for 15, and so on over and over and over. So with HIIT workouts, you can burn a lot of calories even in just 10 minutes. So just suck it up, put the treadmill on 10 or 11, play some intense metal music, and get ready for your soul to leave your body. Number 4, speaking of HIIT, the queen of HIIT herself, Miss Chloe Ting. It's hard to talk about weight loss these days without her name coming up somewhere, but if you don't know her, she makes home fitness content with little to no equipment needed. I bring her up because her exercises are great for people who don't have access to a gym or a treadmill, and even though it might look super simple and easy what she does, it will have you really question how someone who's so sweet and innocent looking can essentially torture you through a computer screen. It'll look like, oh, she's just doing little jumping jacks. No. It will have you wheezing in like 2 minutes. But 10 out of 10 would recommend. So if you're feeling stuck in your weight loss journey, definitely give her a try. I found her very effective. Number 5, rest days. I used to think rest days were for the weak, and I would have this mentality of, no, you gotta go hard, get up every day, no breaks until you reach your goal. And then my back said, really? Bet. My back said no. I have injured myself multiple times from pushing myself day after day without resting. When you're doing intense workouts, you're putting your body under a lot of stress. Think about that from a mental health lens. Think about a time you were really stressed out. Imagine having that stress go on day after day after day after day with no break or release. You would snap. The human body is no different, your body is no different. And I'm half saying this to remind myself because sometimes when I have a bad back and I decide to keep going, like I have to remember, guys, we're not 7 years old, 8 years old anymore. Once you hit 18, 19, your back's going downhill. it's not what it was. And it'll get worse if you're continuously stressing it and not taking rest days. Number 6, isolation exercises. It means using just your body, no equipment, and putting tension on a very specific muscle. It can look like planks, wall sits, squat holds. Before I did them, I thought like, oh, that's super simple. It's just holding a position. You're just staying still. You're not even moving. How is this exercise? But just you wait. I personally think just 5 minutes of planks, wall sitting, holding a squat is more intense and effective than like 30 minutes on an elliptical. Number 7, something I wish I understood a lot more before I lost weight: plateauing. Your body has evolved to get used to the things you do consistently. So if you do the same workout for months, your body will get used to it and essentially burn less calories every time you do it. Strict gym routines are kind of overrated because it's just not as a challenge anymore. When you're doing it week after week, your body's getting used to it, you're burning less calories, and it's just less effective. For example, when I first started losing weight, I could barely do 5 minutes on the stairmaster. I was wheezing. I felt like I needed an inhaler after 120 seconds. But after just 2 weeks of that, 5 minutes was a breeze. That lack of challenge will reflect in your weight loss. I did the same workout routine for a whole month, and then after like 4 or 5 weeks, I would just stop losing weight. And it was really frustrating because I was like, I'm doing the thing that was just working, so why isn't it working now? And that's when I learned you really need to shock your body. Keep it challenging. Add more weights, do it for longer, take less rest. Add another element into the mix to keep surprising your body. Speaking of weight, and this one is a big one for me, I realized that your body weight fluctuates a lot on a dozen factors that don't necessarily have anything to do with how much you ate or how much you worked out. So I learned not to flip out over the ups and downs of the day-to-day changes of my weight and just focused on like the general weeks or month trend. Sometimes I'll get up, weigh myself, and I'll be like 5 pounds heavier than I was the day before. WTF. But then I'll go to the gym, sweat out some weight, take a hot shower, sweat out some more weight, pee out the gallon of water that I drank at the gym, take a big dump. Let's keep it real here, guys. And before you know it, I'm back to normal. My body automatically snaps back into it, and I've heard the same for a lot of other people. Number 9, habit tracking. I have a calendar where I write down every single day what I did at the gym. I will track my rest days, and every few days I'll track my weight, and this method really helped me lose weight. A lot of people feel really defeated and quit their workout journey because they don't see results or they don't feel like something is working, and a lot of times you don't see the results in the mirror for a while. So to have a calendar that tracked it for me, to see it actually go down even 0.2 or 0.3 pounds, I was like, okay, we're onto something here. I'm not just spinning my wheels. But it also acted like a science experiment. 1 week I'll do half an hour on the stairmaster and half an hour on the elliptical, and then the next week I'll do half an hour on the bike and half an hour on the stairmaster. And because I record it all, I can see what's working and what's not, and I can adjust and tweak it to find what works the best for me. Also, the third great thing about habit tracking is that it serves as accountability. I physically mark the days that I don't go to the gym. So if I slack off and don't go for 2 weeks, I have to visually face that.
No, look at it!
Number 10, running on the treadmill, the stairmaster, doing a lot of that kind of cardio can take a real physical toll on your joints, your muscles, your bones. So don't forget that the 4 walls of a gym are not the only place you can lose weight. If you want to give your joints a break but don't want to take a rest day, you can also roller skate, play tennis, box, take a bike ride. Switch it up to make sure working out is something you look forward to and you're not getting bored. Because that's how you make your fitness journey and the results last a lifetime. So if you want to make it stick, make it fun. Number 11, if you feel groggy during your workout, if you feel just a lack of energy, like your body isn't really ready to get up and get moving, do not sue me, this is not advice, but just saying that I use pre-workout. It's a powder supplement and it's kind of like coffee, except it wakes up your entire body and really gives you this itch to just start moving. When I take it, boom, I'm ready to move things, lift things, fight someone, clean my apartment. It's like a crackhead energy. Am I allowed to say crack on YouTube? I don't know, but just saying, if you need a little crack, little boost, just consider it. And those are the 11 whatever, those are the thingamajigs that I did, that I learned, and that surprised me. While I'll always promote working out, moving your body, weight loss is 70% in the kitchen. You can work out for hours, but if you're eating junk food, the math isn't gonna math. You can't outrun a bad diet. You have to eat right, but you also don't have to eat kale and seaweed every day. I still ate all of my favorite foods. That includes burgers, pizza, wings, steaks, and still lost the weight, so you can too. And here's a video on how I did that. That is all I have for you guys today. I really hope this helped. Please comment down below if you learned something new, and subscribe for more content on leveling up your life, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!